each other.
Crush the leech, boys! All of you bloody leeches need killing! I'll kill it! You big eye! Snap it, leech! Die, beast! Killing's all you do. All of you bloody leeches need killing! Die, beast! I'll send you to hell! Killing's all... Want some of this? I hear leeches. Yo!
Ma? Ma vacca. Che brutto postaccio. Belle le ambientazioni che ha però. Prego questo. Chi è
Excuse
questo?
me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Sono tutti acidi.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Ok.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Ok, quindi questo
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
è bloccato così questo. Stanchezza. Vediamo un po'
You
se...
again? What?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicine.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please, take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed.
Yeah.
Doctor?
Come vanno gli affari?
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Quindi... addirittura. Ok.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean, besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Ok.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Vediamo cos'è da vendere. Me coglioni quanto costa. Polvere di alluminio. Ma
I know it's hard to believe, but this district has always been wretched. Don't let your guard down, sir.
John Peterson.
Time to pay, one way or another. You're late. Where's my money? Time to pay, one way or another.
You again? What do you want this time?
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You are a criminal who endorses criminal activity. The least you could do is stop hiding behind this pretense.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Ok. Che trip.
Have you heard of a nurse named...
Dorothy,
Could you...
she's a not...
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Ok.
You're late. Where's my money?
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Hmm.
Taking out your anger on others is nothing but cowardice. And Colossi are quite famous for tumbling down.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Goodbye, my flower.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look.
Come on.
Don't be afraid.
Time to pay, one way or another.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look.
Minchia,
Don't be
pianeggiante.
shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for
Ma?
what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Ma? Ma comunque. È una donna di poche parole, ma.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Ma comunque.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
Cristina Popa. Popa 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 popa. Stanchezza. Vabbè, a furia di
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
You look so pale.
Questo?
Would you like me to...
Manda cazzo da gente. Già. Allora, qua ci devo passare dopo, vero? Prima voglio andare a parlare con quello del Bryles. Deve essere... Perché mi ha fatto salire qua? Ma... Boh. Un piccolo bouquet di fiori con un coupon per un check-up medico gratuito nascosto tra i fiori. Ma dai. Chameleon.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Ma non parla? È muta?
I know you understand what... Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
Sappiamo noi come farla parlare. Picchiala! No, scherzo.
I know you understand.
E questa non parla proprio.
Very well.
Non parla. È un agente segreto. FBI. No. Figo, ho trovato delle ampollette. Almeno credo fossero ampollette. Allora, da codesta parte dovrei arrivare dal tipo che parla Braille.
It ain't human!
Oh. Oh, ma... Mi sono dimenticato di sta cosa che è il fuoco rallenta, vabbè. Che sciamo.
Crush the leech, boys! Don't like that, do ya? Oh my god! Crawl back to the hell that barn you!
Ma? Oh. È un po' la minchia l'hai rotta però, eh. Abbi pazienza. E allora. E mo passiamo a te. Ah. Ma che cazzo stai a di? Ma...
Away with you!
Sci tua. Mi stanno girando i coglioni perché non capisco perché mi sta togliendo la mira sopra il personaggio ogni volta. Non va per niente bene sta cosa. Ok. Devo passare per forza da là.
Open it! There's one of them burning! Roll back to the hell that barn you! He's dead! I shall fear no evil.
Ma e si bugga pure, vabbè, dai. Oh. È un po' la minchia l'hai rotta però, eh. Ma che cazzo stai a... Ma che cazzo stai a di? Oh. Aspetta un po'. Questo mi sa che me lo devo fare con o con la pistola o con il fucile. Questo me lo devo fare. Beh.